What's going on, everybody, and welcome to the channel. I am Artumon Gaming. I decided that I'm going to do a new series working with gold making in WoW. Since anybody who has watched my stream that I have on Twitch in the past, I dedicated majority of my stream, especially during the Legion expansion, to gold making, and was giving out WoW token, WoW gold every week for tokens for people to get game time and stuff like that on my Twitch channel. Which is going to be starting back up in the future as well. So if you want to get a part of that, check me out during the weeknights, starting about 5 Central Time until about 10 Central Time, streaming over there at Artumon Gaming on Twitch. So with this new series, I'm going to try to do something new that I haven't really seen any other channels do. I hear channels talk about how much gold that you can make running through different dungeons and stuff, and how much gold you can make doing this and that and that. But a lot of people want something easy. A lot of people want to have something simple and somewhere simple to go, where they're not trying to do the same things over and over again. I do suggest that you guys, if you're going to do gold farming, that you make your gold farmer either be a druid, a monk, or a death knight. Really would prefer druid or monk because of their speediness, but the reason why is because of their ability to kind of teleport out of the dungeon and back in the dungeon. I also prefer that if you're going to do gold farming, that you use somebody who can do enchanting. I'm on my druid for these runs. He is not an enchanter, but I mean, I can include the price for the enchanting instead of the actual vendor price for like the BO, the buying on account or buying on person when pick up, and stuff like that. So what we're going to do is I'm going to stick to one dungeon video, and I'm going to run that complete dungeon. I'm going to run that dungeon straight out through until either I hit the 10 lockout or until I hit an hour mark, because you don't want to spend more than an hour doing this and stuff. So we're going to see by going through which one of the dungeons is the most profitable of them and everything. I'm using a custom, about a custom script, my TSM, for how much I'm going to do for the value and stuff, because I'm going to do it as sell. I could do these runs as, what it be vendoring to, but I do have like a custom one right here that I'm going to be doing for this run and stuff. So it's a custom one you can get out there. It's from channel, if you ever check him out and stuff. It's actually his script. I just changed it to do some normal minimum max with mine. I did a little updation to him, but we're gonna run them, we'll see and everything. The first dungeon I pick, definitely good for the alliance people. We are actually sitting here out of stockades, and I'm going to run the 10 stockades until, as I said, either I hit the 10 lockout or until I hit the actual hour mark. And we're going to run them stuff and everything. So I'm going to have a loot appraiser up here so you guys know this is what I'm going to be running. Is I'm going to have a loot appraiser running through the whole time. And I'm going to run it and stuff. And we'll be back at the end of this to see how my run ends up being. Alright, holy smokes. I'm back. Alright, so as you can see blinking here, it took me 41 minutes, 42 minutes to do the 10 runs of the stockade. So it's less than an hour to do 10 runs. Granted, you can look at my character. I don't have any of the speed stuff. I don't have the food that boosts your speed, of course, after every kill and stuff. So, I mean, if you're using things like that, obviously your time's going to be going faster. I already sold all the gray stuff. So you see that 248 value, it's actually bold into that because that gives the value of the gray stuff too as far as vendor price. It will give you the stuff that's going to be selling on the auction house and the vendor price for anything else. Obviously this number would be a lot larger if I was probably DEing some of the stuff, because the disenchant value of some of the stuff, as you can see right there, is about 24 gold, stuff like that. So some of the value of it could change depending on the DE version of it that it'll, disenchant into, depending on, what item level it is, because, the gear actually scales for levels for dungeons with the new system stuff. Taking granted that this is your transmog selling, transmog selling is not going to be something that is going to sell pretty quickly. It's stuff that sells over time and stuff like that. But due to the fact that this character is not a D-Ear, I'm going to go ahead and get rid of all the soulbound by vendoring it, because I'm not able to D it. And then we will then kind of calculate what we ended up with at the end. And we'll go through there, and then we'll just kind of see. So I'm just going to go ahead. You guys can watch me as I make sure I vendor all the soulbound stuff, because it doesn't matter what the soulbound stuff is, because obviously we can't do nothing with it. Another thing is I also have a rogue for the lockboxes, but if you've been playing the game recently, and if you're the Alliance, you can actually make your farming character a the mechanome, and then be able to unlock all your like lockboxes and stuff without having to actually be a rogue or have a rogue in your group and stuff. Wouldn't do really as good for me, because I actually do most of my farming on Druid. I find Druid's probably the best. That time I could have probably shorted up a little bit. I took a Solar's first go of it, and then I ended up speeding by pulling like all the people from each section into one room, and then just changing Starfall, and then going back into my cat form and running to the next areas, gather them all up and start falling. Probably one of the reasons why it makes Druids really well. This one, it actually says it has a value. It don't. So I'm gonna have to take an adjustment of what we have for about 2,000 on that number up there, because it doesn't have any kind of value like that. Not sure. I guess it probably did at one time if you had some of the people who were doing the Iron Man, maybe. I don't know. I doubt it though. I don't see that as ever actually having any kind of a value of worth. So we're just gonna slowly we're trying to get them down stuff, and then we'll get a more accurate account of what 40 minutes can do. And what's good about this dungeon is it can be done at a lower level. So like you don't have to have a max level character. I mean, you're probably gonna want to have somebody who's at least 70 to do this dungeon. I wouldn't do under 70, but if you're somebody who's just starting out WoW and not have a max character to be doing gold farming with, or you're coming back from WoW for a break and don't have a character to do gold farming with, that might actually be a good start for you. I already had that in my bag. Fortunately, that's going to count into my amount because it was already in my bag. And of course, the mining pick's already in my bag. There ain't nothing I can do about that. Alright. So, we sold all the stuff off. Oh, I'm going to go ahead and sell this off. These things ain't going to sell. Your food and stuff ain't going to sell. The pots might sell depending on if there is a actual crafting thing that might use it. Not very many people under level will use it and stuff like that. So what I want to do first of all is I want to get stuff that was already in my bag. I forgot to get out of my bag out of here, so it's not calculated into my price and stuff of stuff. So I'm going to go here, Art Stagger. He's my main auction house person, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and send, I won't be able to send him that unfortunately. I'm going to go ahead and send this to him. Because that I definitely don't want that in the value of stuff. So that took me about 30 copper to get that. I'll probably sell that just to kind of even it up a little bit. Oh shoot, I forgot to, he's also a rogue, so we'll go ahead and send the lockbox, the 2 lockboxes. Actually, we got 4 lockboxes. Nice. So 4 lockboxes. So that's another thing I'm not being able to show is in here is the value of what's going to be in them lockboxes. I'd have to change tunes and then unlock them and show you what it is for that. Which I could do. Alright, but this is what we have left. This is after vendoring everything, stuff like that. This is your amount left right here of stuff. And what I could do is, you see the price over there. We're going to go here and see that we have a 522 gold value. And then we're going to go ahead and click worth it here. And what worth it's going to do is we're going to do, it has like different price settings. I'm just going to do the minimum buyout. Now remember, it's going to be different depending on what server you're on, stuff like that and everything. So if your server's a little bit different, your buyout's going to be different. I don't remember it ever actually reloading me to do that, but we're going to do this, and we're going to show our bag value, and it says our bag value is about 15,000. So about 500 gold, 15,000 for 40 minutes of work running through Stockades. It's not bad. Just remember, as I said, that this is just working with transmogging. So obviously it's, I mean, the value of it could be 15,000, but it can take time to actually sell the stuff. I will try to keep you guys updated though on that. If you make sure you join my Discord, I'll have the link in there and stuff, and I'll keep an update of what I've been doing on my judging series. I'm going to actually mail all the stuff off onto one character to do like all the gold stuff on. It's like all the stuff I'm going to actually send to a different auction house person than my normal auction house person to see what the value of what I actually get out of the auction house's stuff. So it's all going to be actually done by Money Wash. I have a new character just for that. But let's go ahead and see what we would have actually got out of the lock boxes at least. I did send the lock boxes over to this dude. Luckily I sent the lock boxes separate from them tokens or the stuff, so we don't get that. Because we're just kind of looking at what the lock boxes would have gave us. So I want this one right here. Take all that. Alright, but we're not going to do anything with that because we're not trying to get that in the price of what we did. So we're going to go ahead. By the way, I use Shadow and Light and LUVI. That's how I'm able to easily unlock all that stuff and everything without too much trouble. I'm going to open up Loot Appraiser right there. Alright, nice. Nice. Pretty good. Alright, as you can see, going through there and stuff, money value didn't get really much, 5 silver, and then about 1,700 and gold for auction house. So that's pretty good to be adding to our auction house. So good run, about 16,000, doing a 40-minute run of doing stockades and everything. So anybody who was wanting to know the information, what it'd be like to do stockades, there you go, a good starting off. Just remember again that it's transmog. It's going to take a while to sell and everything like that. If you're somebody who's trying to do raw gold farming, there are so many better dungeons that you can do the raw gold farming on than actually doing like stockades. Especially like there's 2 in dungeons in particular on warlords. If you're going to do dungeons like the Iron Docks or the Everbloom, that would definitely be a whole lot better for you as far as if you're just trying to do raw gold and you plan on vendoring everything. Because if I vendored everything that we got from this run, wouldn't really equal out too much at all. But thank you guys for watching the video and stuff, and join the Discord, watch the stream, tell me which dungeons you'd like to see. I'm going to try my best to get to all of them, and if you're Horde, don't worry, you might not have stockades, but you do have Ragefire, and Ragefire can probably net the same. I'll try my best to make sure that I get it in the video as well, in a future video, and make sure we have that. And also, I think when we get to Battle for Azeroth, because there happens to be 2 dungeons kind of at the different capitals, but I think you can get to them without having to be in the actual capital. And we can try to get, go through them as well and stuff like that. But again, thank you guys for watching. I hope you learned what it was like to be able to get gold made off of a dungeon like Stockades and stuff. And until next time, have a good one.